I'm looking at all of this and I find myself saying, it's one of.
Is someone actually mocking A'ja Wilson's contract? You know, the A'ja Wilson, who just won MVP arguably without a single dissenting vote. Let's break this down.
This was in 1997, and then she's now one of 4 players that have 3 MVPs under their belt: Cheryl Swoops, Lisa.
Okay, so get this. Back in 97, Cheryl Swoops was the first to hit this incredible milestone, and now she's one of only 4 players to snag 3 MVP awards. She's got company with legends like Lisa Leslie and Lauren Jackson. But here's where it gets spicy. Dan Patrick himself thinks Caitlin Clark brings way more value to the Fever than A'ja Wilson does to the Aces. Now, he'll admit Wilson has been the absolute best player in the WNBA this season. I mean, she's the MVP, right? But Patrick's talking about a player's total impact. He argues that everywhere Clark goes, her worth is undeniable, even if it's not showing up in traditional stats or, as he points out, in TV ratings, which he calls totally unfair for her. That intangible value outweighs pure data.
Indiana Fever made the playoffs. They didn't play last night, but thanks to Las Vegas with a win over Chicago and
Look, if you're even a little bit into WNBA basketball, you know the fervor goes way beyond just a fun game. We're talking fierce rivalries and epic showdowns. And speaking of the Fever, get this, they actually clinched a playoff spot without even playing last night, all thanks to Vegas beating Chicago and Phoenix taking down Atlanta. But today, we're really digging into the wild details of A'ja Wilson's contract and how it unexpectedly connects to Caitlin Clark. Flashback to September 22, 2024, Las Vegas Aces superstar center forward A'ja Wilson absolutely cemented her legend in the WNBA as she snatched the league's most valuable player award for the 3rd consecutive year, joining an elite club with legends like Cheryl Swoops and Lisa Leslie. But what makes this moment mind-blowing? Wilson didn't just win MVP, she became the first player in WNBA history to receive all 61 first-place votes in the same season. On top of that, she shattered Diana Taurasi's 2006 scoring average of 25.3 points and became the first player ever in WNBA history to hit 1,000 points in a single season. Seriously, that's dominant. She said, "I hope you all understand that this trophy is meaningless without the reason why." She talked about how much they've all been through and will continue to go through, but one thing they'll never have to worry about is her unmatched excellence on the court. What's even cooler, though, is that A'ja's supremacy wasn't just about her individual talent or insane hard work. She made it clear it was truly the combined effort of the entire Las Vegas Aces team. Okay, so rewind to July 2023, when those contract rumors started swirling around A'ja. Here's the crazy breakdown. Wilson's currently on a 2-year deal with the Las Vegas Aces, keeping her with the team until the end of 2025. And honestly, fans are probably starting to get a little worried, and you'll see why. You get this, despite being an Olympic gold medalist, a 3-time MVP, and a Western Conference Player of the Month, Wilson's total contract is just $400,000. That's right, only $200,000 per season. Now tell me, does that number accurately represent her undeniable worth on the court? Here's a bit of a silver lining, though. Wilson is set to be one of the first athletes to benefit from the WNBA's 2025 salary cap increase, which is reportedly anticipated to reach a whopping $1.5 million. But man, her current value just seems so undervalued.
Here's Wilson for 1,000. Yes!
And seriously, many people are absolutely scratching their heads, wondering, is A'ja Wilson, a player who undeniably dominates the court, truly being compensated for the incredible value she brings?
I hope you understand your worth. I hope you understand how much growth that you have and how special you really are in this league and to me and to everyone.
Now, supporters have started questioning if there's something more behind the silence around Wilson's contract, especially since she's occasionally hinted at league agendas and favoritism. And honestly, when you hear agenda and favoritism in the world of hoops right now, Caitlin Clark's name definitely comes up. This young college superstar from Iowa gained global fame almost overnight, with her name plastered on nearly every product and brand imaginable. But here's the kicker, her incredibly rapid ascent has come with a price, including some famously controversial comments from none other than Cheryl Swoops, who openly wondered, will Caitlin Clark even be a good pro? Will she join the WNBA and continue doing what she's doing now? That is definitely not going to happen.
Dominating is A'ja Wilson.
So, about those won't happen predictions, well, when you talk about rookie milestones, a player named Caitlin hit some incredible marks. The first triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history, the most assists by a rookie in an All-Star game, and even the distinction of being the first rookie to snag 2 triple-doubles in a single season. The highly coveted Rookie of the Year award, after a run of amazing talents, was of course later won by Caitlin Clark. But honestly, Caitlin Clark is so much more than just a robot who breaks records. Her magnetic personality is what truly makes her a fan favorite. People literally travel from all over just to see her play, but here's the thing.
Be that easy. So will Caitlin Clark be a good pro?
But here's the real kicker. Even before she turned pro, Caitlin Clark signed the most lucrative shoe deal in women's basketball history. We're talking an 8-year, $28 million endorsement deal with Nike in April 2024, and yes, it even included a signature shoe for the Indiana Fever guard. Talk about making a statement. Clark instantly rocketed to even greater recognition, not just for her groundbreaking play on the court, but for everything she represents, including her now multi-million-dollar brand.
Today, I'm Malika Andrews. We start our show in the W, where Caitlin Clark has just been named the 2024 Rookie.
Despite sporadic attacks and criticisms, Caitlin Clark never really raised an eyebrow. Instead, she chose to stay silent, opting to simply ignore her detractors. Nevertheless, those detractors kept coming, leveling serious charges against her, even suggesting that there was a hint of racism involved, and that other players were receiving fundamentally different treatment than she was.
And pointed. They have traversed the entire country to come here to Phoenix to get a look at her today.
Basketball reporter Ethan Strauss claims this whole conversation quickly escalated into a much larger debate. Why didn't league superstar A'ja Wilson have a signature shoe deal with a major sports powerhouse? Wilson, however, swiftly rejected that accusation, putting an end to the rumors with a direct photo she posted on her old account. But here's the interesting part. According to industry insiders, merchandise companies have seemingly learned their lesson. They're now giving MVP winner Wilson absolute priority when it comes to releasing a signature shoe because, let's be real, they definitely don't want to offend her or her massive fanbase. Strauss also pointed out that this goes beyond just Wilson. It points to a company culture that seems more focused on reacting to noise than actually creating it, which is a big shift from how Nike used to operate. With this new deal potentially in the mix for Wilson, fans can breathe easy knowing the Las Vegas Aces will be a force for the long haul. But the same can't exactly be said for her teammate, Kate Martin.
Be in this league, obviously. I'm happy that she's brought a whole bunch of new eyes along with Angel Reese and continuing to bring those fans. I mean, to be at the Fever game and for the game to be sold out like that, I'm not sure if every single one after has been sold out, but I know it's been close. And she's gonna.
And speaking of Kate Martin, she recently dropped a bombshell in a TikTok video revealing that it was her last day as a Las Vegas player. Yeah, you heard that right, her time with the Aces was at an end.
We went up really strong a lot of times and we didn't get a lot of calls. And going back and looking at the film, I've seen a lot of calls that weren't made.
Despite consistently performing well, when she made the move to Golden State, players like A'ja Wilson and many others immediately rallied behind her, giving her their unwavering support all over social media.
Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA. But for her individually, I don't think she should get involved on nothing that's being said. Just go have fun, enjoy. People need to realize the Indiana Fever, this is the second year in a row they had the #1 pick. So do y'all know what that means? That means they're not that good. They had back-to-back years as the #1 pick.
Why are you a hater on the Fever, man?
I am a realist. Not only I get people are just crazy about why she should be doing this and they should be doing that. If she's so great, this team, it's still a team game, people. It is still a team game. And, but I'm rooting for Caitlin because I've been in that seat before. I've walked that road before. I hope she kills. I hope Aaliyah Boston does it.
Okay, and get this, A'ja Wilson even remarked that Coach Naz was already acting a little oddly, and she added Caitlin Clark into that conversation, even though Wilson herself apparently had low hopes for the 2024 WNBA draft for this Clark. And now, this Caitlin Clark, described as a 24-year-old from Edwardsville, actually won over a lot of hearts while at Iowa. And talk about defying all the odds, this particular Clark was then selected by the Las Vegas Aces in the second round.
overwhelmingly black league whose stars have always been a little disproportionately white. And I think there is some real angst about another white player being pushed to the forefront. As it happens, though, a lot of the greatest women's players of all time are not like some great white hope thing. Diana Taurasi is unbelievable. I mean, INS.
Throughout the first half of the regular season, Kate Martin was an absolutely essential player off the bench, consistently logging double-digit minutes and performing incredibly well, even against Olympic-caliber teams. She even said, "All right, everyone, today is my last day in Los Angeles." However, for reasons still completely unknown, Coach Becky Hammon made a huge change to Martin's role in the second half of the season. This led to her frequently playing 5 minutes or less on the court, and she even missed 5 games, including the most recent playoffs, which the Aces ultimately lost. After all that, she officially joined the Golden State Valkyries, according to ESPN.
Martin from the Las Vegas Aces, now a Golden State Valkyrie, and joins us now live. First of all, congratulations, Kaden. You came in on your rookie campaign, you joined at the Aces, which you could say is like the penthouse, and now you're going to be joining essentially a new franchise as they have a new build.
So, what does all of this mean for the Aces? Now, it's not just Kate Martin moving on, there are other huge names potentially on the go, too. We're talking well-known players like Kelsey Plum and Alicia Clark, both in their absolute prime, and even Sydney Colson and Tiffany Hayes might follow suit. But hey, there is a silver lining here. The WNBA champions will be attempting to rally big time around A'ja Wilson's crucial decision to remain exactly where she is.
Opportunity, and you just need one shot, right? And I am very thankful for the Aces and everything I got to learn there, but I'm really excited for this new beginning and to build something from the ground up here with the Valkyries.
Jones trying to stop her. The fader, good!
Mark drives it in. Seriously, I appreciate you watching this video. If you enjoyed it and want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe and drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you.